Hello and welcome back to our study of Peninei Halacha, the teachings of Rabbi Eliezer Melamed, Shlita. We find ourselves at the end of the week, heading into Shabbos Kodesh, Parsha Shmini, Parsha Chodesh, Mevarchim HaChodesh. Already Rosh Chodesh Nisan is upon us. Those who are able to, it's the time to make Birchas HaIlanos, the blessing on the new trees, a once-in-a-year blessing. And we continue to daven for Charlei Tzvagan Yisrael, Refuah Shalem L'Cholei Yisrael, and the safe return of our hostages. And our learning is dedicated in memory of Seren Daniel Shimon ben Harav Doron Visheli Perez, Hashem Yakum Damo. We're getting very technical in our study, but important laws nonetheless. And the next chapter is Mitzvahs Minui Shoftim. Mitzvah min Torah limno Shoftim v'Shoftim Chol Eir. Is a Torah mitzvah, a Torah obligation that we have to appoint judges and people that enforce the law. We call shotrim, which would colloquially be known as a policeman in every city, so that they can judge the nation in a righteous manner. Shenemar, because the pasuk says in the parsha which takes its name, Shoftim v'shotrim titen lecha b'chol she'arecha asher Hashem Elokecha noseh l'chol shvatecha v'shaftu es am mishpat tzedek. V'akavana limno sanhedrin ketana bas esim v'shlosh dayanim b'chol ir. And the intent is that we have to appoint a Sanhedrin, a small Jewish court of 23 judges in every city. And a court of 23 is able to adjudicate not only monetary matters, civil matters, but also matters of dinei nefashos. So if there is a capital punishment case that needs to be adjudicated, they can handle that as well. Dinei nefashos nidonu b'fnei esrim v'shlosha dayanim. These types of cases, dinei nefashos, are only done in front of 23 judges. And, of course, when you learn the Gemara in Sanhedrin, we learn this clearly. V'dinei mamanos nidonim l'fnei shlosha dayanim, and the monetary matters and some civil matters can be done with only a panel of 3. Elashim lo haya be'ir shnei chachamim. But if the city does not have 2 Torah scholars, echad yodei lahoros b'chol Torah, one who can teach all areas of the Torah, v'od chacham sheyodei lishmon, another scholar that knows how to listen, l'shol lahashib b'chol Torah, that knows how to go back and forth, shaklavataria, and exchange over the laws. So let's say you have one knowledgeable person, one who knows how to discuss with him, and then you have 21 upright standing citizens who are also righteous people. We do not make them a Sanhedrin. At least we can make a court of 3 out of them. So in other words, if you want to have 23 judges, they have to be 23 fully qualified judges. But as we saw yesterday, a lot of this depended on what we call smicha. By the way, what we call smicha today is not what the Gemara means when it says smicha. Smicha means Moshe gave to Yeshua, Yeshua gave to the Zakanim to the Nevi'im, etc., 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 generation to generation. So when that chain was broken from Moshe Rabbeinu directly, then things change. So after the smicha chain was broken about 300 years after the destruction of the Second Temple, and as we said yesterday, that the scholars of Israel did not have the ability personally to adjudicate Torah laws, but rather they served as emissaries of the previous generations who had smicha, and they are bound to adjudicate Torah laws and Torah cases. But this shlichus, their job as emissaries, is only in the boundaries of areas where it's required to maintain life and Jewish life, civil life, so monetary cases will fall under this, or perhaps who could be accepted into the Jewish community, conversions. But things that are out of their purview, and those who do not have smicha because the chain was broken, then they don't have the ability to adjudicate those cases. Therefore, Therefore, the courts, we don't have a court of 23. They cannot adjudicate a capital punishment case. They couldn't give the death penalty, let's say. They couldn't even give cases of knas, some sort of penalties, monetary penalties needed a court of 23. And only in certain particular cases, which was a unusual once-in-a-lifetime type of thing, as the Gemara illustrates, what's called Halacha, a one-off, they can give perhaps certain types of corporal punishments or monetary fines. So since today the judges do not have the personal ability to adjudicate these cases, so therefore there is no longer a mitzvah to establish a Sanhedrin, a court of 23 in every city. But nevertheless, you should have a beis din, a Jewish court of 3, to adjudicate monetary cases, so that we can uphold judgment and law in Israel. So the summary is that today we don't have courts of 23, we only have courts of 3. I hope everyone has a great Shabbos ahead. Many of us heading to a Simcha, Baruch Hashem, and please continue davening. Chal Yisrael, Chol Yisrael, safe return of our hostages. Do a mitzvah Le'ili Nishmat, Daniel Shem Ben Doron V'Sheli, Hashem Yikam Damo. Have a great Shabbos. We'll see you here next time.